All right, I think we're live, guys. Let me see if everyone can hear me here. This is the first live stream on the channel for Outdoor Enthusiast channel. My name is Kyle, if you guys didn't know that already. I run the Outdoor Enthusiast channel. This is our first live stream. I think we have a few folks coming in here right now. We'll kind of see how it goes. So there you go. Just want to make sure it's working. I haven't done it before. This is the first time. It's actually, there's a few loops you got to jump through to actually become a live streamer on YouTube. You got to get a few different approvals and download some programs. But it looks like everything seems to be working pretty well. The video quality might be low. I'm trying to figure out why it is bouncing back some of the lower quality video, but everything else should be running pretty good. So I'm glad to be here, guys. Glad you guys are here tonight. It's good to see you guys joining in. Kind of wanted to go over a few things today, talking about a few things we're doing on the channel coming up, as well as discussing the unboxing of the September TacPack, which I have right here. So this is the unboxing right here of the TacPack for September, which is kind of cool. Actually, I've just been getting these the last few months or so. They're kind of neat. I mean, it's just something you get once a month. Just comes in the mail, and Christmas, man. Every once a month you get something special in the mail like this. You have no idea what's going to be in there. They give you hints, I think, before the next box comes out. And this one's September, so I've had a few. I've done reviews in the last few months. But, you know, it might as well wait for everyone else to join in here. And this will be recorded on YouTube later on as well. But right here, September tack box, or tack pack right here. Let's go ahead and bust it open. So I've not seen or heard of any kind of spoilers on what's in the September box. I know a lot of people have these. There's different reviews on YouTube and things like that. So I'm just going to kind of dive in here with no real idea on what is coming in this box. I don't even know. I don't remember the theme. They usually tell you the theme before you actually get the box in. So like a month before you get the box. When you get, like, for example, you get July in, they'll tell you a theme for what August might be. So and usually it's like they give you a hint on what's the big item, right? So you got a t-shirt, or you get a hat, or you get, I think we had range safety sunglasses that last time for the last month. So let's go ahead and take a look real quick. You know, just kind of opening up. This is what you get. A nicely packaged box here. I mean, again, it's kind of interesting to kind of see just random things you never really would expect to actually ever buy, and it's kind of nice to have something in here. Maybe you'll find something really useful. Maybe you find something to give to a gift. So either way, all this stuff's going to go to good use, which is awesome. So if you're a tactical loving guy like myself, you know, going to the range all the time, a lot of this stuff is going to be helpful. All right, so first up, that's worth the whole box right there. Come and take it. Area 51 Raid 2019 patch. That's very cool. I mean, that just happened in September, about a week ago or so. So that's kind of funny. I think it was like last Friday, what, the 20th or something? What do we got here? You know, actually, I was going to pull out. I didn't see in here. Oh, there's the bottom. I might need this. This right here, this is the listing on what comes in these boxes. So if I have a question, or if I don't know what it is, for example, like the Area 51 patch, and it says right there, priceless, and it is. So unless you live under a rock, you might have heard about this little raid coming up. The truth is out there. That was like back in September, I think September 20th. So let's see what this is here. OST BMF drill, place 3 silhouette targets, 7 yards. Oh, cool. Okay, so this is going to be like a drill kit for the range in a paper tube here. So let's see here. Let's open these out. Oh, this is cool. I'm going to have to read a little bit about this before I take it out to kind of get a better feel for it. So OST target silhouette kit. Let's see. Build your own target with a stencil made from thick. Oh, okay. So there's actually a kit to design your own range training paper targets. So you actually you can go ahead and basically paint these, it looks like, or trace out. So I can get them out here. They're kind of stuffed in here, but they're plastic sheets with cutouts. Man, they are stuffed in there. Where'd that knife go? Here. All right. That was interesting. Okay. So you get a silhouette. Bend back a little bit there. Right there. It's kind of cool. Interesting. You get a hand. And you get a generic firearm Glock looking kind of thing. Alright, so let's see what you would use for this here. So the kit is designed to allow you to take trash cardboard, add a cheap can of spray paint, and create a quality training target. Okay. Cool. Alright, so basically it's just, you know, like I said, the silhouette here, so that's really cool. So if you spray paint over this, over a piece of cardboard, you're going to get the OST on there. You're going to get the target circle here. You'll have the target circle and the headshot here. This is like, looks almost like a 20-inch. Yeah, it's got to be about a 20-inch silhouette. So that's pretty cool. So if you have cardboard, that is very cool. And they give you a website and email address there if you wanted to learn more about how to use these properly. So that's kind of neat. What else we got in here today? Adaptive sticker. All right. Goes along nicely with the little patch there, if you do one patch. All right, and you got a little rifle sticker right there. Kind of cool. Looks like I have an aim point on there. Looks like an SBR. That's pretty cool. I don't know what that dog is barking at, but she's barking at something. Oh, very cool. Okay, so this is a Tact Bivy 2.0 by Frog & Company. It is a emergency reusable sleeping bag. Okay, so it's like a, it's gonna be like one of those Mylar blankets, except this one looks like it's made out of a nylon material, heat echo technology. Let's open it up. That's cool, real compact. Little whistle, emergency whistle on there. Oh, okay, so it's actually, I thought it might have been like a nylon bag. This is actually more like, instead of the Mylar, this is almost like a thick plastic. Almost, it is kind of, actually, yeah, it might be like that Mylar. The inside is definitely the reflective coating on there, but the outside feels a little more plasticky. So I'm wondering if it is, it's kind of like a Mylar hybrid blend here. With the orange plastic on the outside there. So that is pretty cool. I haven't seen one of those before, designed like that, with a little pouch here. So emergency sleeping bag. It's going to be something where it's going to keep you a little bit warmer if there is an emergency where you need something to keep you warm. I mean, just like those Mylar blankets. I used to carry those in backpacks all the time, especially with backpacking. And if you're going when it's a little bit colder out, then that is something you might want to have out there to run. So, last thing on here, alright, this is definitely the big item right here for the month. This is the adjustable rifle stock. It's XAR 1510 rifle stock. Let's see how this looks like. Oh, cool, okay. There she is. Alright, so you get a rifle stock this month. Nice padded buttstock there. This looks like it's designed for, it's compatible with mil-spec, not compatible with commercial. You got some QD mounts on each side there. You have the adjustment tab right here. You probably have your typical 6 adjustment stock right there. So you can go 6 points out, back in. That's really cool. I like that. That's cool. So that's the big item of the month there. So a lot of cool stuff. It's all about, you know, there's sometimes themes to these, but the reason why they don't really do a strict theme is because they do throw like random things in. Like you have a stock, you have sleeping bag, you have stickers, patches, you have your, these are actually awesome because I actually have a bunch of scrap cardboard I'm going to start taking to the range anyways. These are going to be great for just painting out some of the targets, actually cleaning them up. I don't really know. It looks like you got a gun in a hand. I'm assuming if I look up on the website what they would use these for, it's probably like a shoot, no shoot zone. So if you're aiming for a, you know, if you can go ahead and set these up or something. You're aiming for like a hand. You don't want to hit the hand. You want to hit the gun. I don't know. It could be something like that. Or if you want to, of course, these are just silhouettes, you know. So these are cool, and you can roll up the tube, bring them with you, make your own targets, and it's a little bit different than just printing them off through like the printer or something like that. If you guys have any questions at all, go ahead and hit them in the comments. It'll be kind of interesting to see what you guys have to say. I was going to try to roll this back in there, but I guess I'm just going to leave them out. Yeah, definitely roll these back up, though, because this thing is just going to be flying everywhere. It just expands like crazy. So I'll go ahead and put those down. So that is it for the month of September. Make some room here. I don't know what the dog is barking at out there for, but let's see here. All right, so I don't know if there's any questions right now, guys. But if you have any questions at all, hit them in the comments right there. What I can do now is show you guys a few things we're working on the channel coming up here. I've had a few actual products in for a long time now, and I definitely wanted to show you guys a few things. I want to check to see if the video quality is there. It looks like the resolution might be a little choppy on here. Let me see if I can adjust that right now. Good connection. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the chat if you guys are having any problems seeing that. On my end, it's saying there might be a warning that there's some latency there, but it looks like it's working just fine. I don't know if it's kind of slow. I might have to play around with it. There's a problem with live streaming nowadays. If you do it through a PC like this or a computer, it's going to bounce back and want you to change your bit rate, and it's something that you need to judge by what your connection is, and it's hard to tell. But let me show you guys just a few things. If there's no questions at all, we'll probably just end pretty early, but let me show you guys a few things we're working on, and then if you guys have any questions, drop in the chat there below. So, first and foremost, all right, first off, this is clear. This is the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0. All right, you've seen this before on the channel in a couple of reviews. I did want to make note of the new light that I put on there. I'd had the O light, I don't know where it is, the PL Mini. I've been running that for a long time. This is actually like my nightstand gun, pretty much, home defense gun, whatever you want to call it. But this right here has been great handgun, and I gotta say, I mean, I've had the Apex trigger in there, and that thing, if you haven't seen this before, is beautiful. Crisp, clear break. The one thing I will say about this right here is actually that I did have a problem with the Apex trigger at first. A couple of I guess I would call them light primer strikes is probably the best way to put it. Yeah, light primer strikes. And what I ended up doing was calling Apex. They suggested to flip around a couple of springs, and I did that, and I hadn't had an issue since. So that's something to consider when you're actually kind of looking at these. But the big thing is on the light here. So what this is right here is the Inforce APL-C, I believe. I just got this. I just picked this up. You can get these on sale for like 65 bucks or something like that, and they go really cheap. And sometimes, like, usually price I think is like 80 bucks, 90 bucks, something like that. But the big deal about these is that they are a very small, compact design. Where you saw like maybe the Olight PL Mini, or maybe even the Olight, the bigger one there. That Olight actual big PL there, that one actually is just, it kind of extends past the barrel. But this one here is flush with the barrel, and it works really well with Glock, Smith & Wesson, Ruger, XD, whatever, you name it. Works very well. A lot of people make holsters for this light right here, and you see this light all over the place. So what I want to do is, I've heard mixed reviews about it, to be honest. I was kind of worried about picking one up. It is a lower output. I think it's like 200 lumens, but that's not terrible if you're going from pitch black to 200 lumens. I know people are always saying, like, get 1,000 lumens, whatever, and I do. I have a couple of those, and that's fine, but 200 lumens will get the job done in the dead of night. And we're going to test that, though, to kind of make sure that she holds up well. I'm actually going to kind of do some testing with this to kind of see how she does, just like throwing it around the dirt. I mean, seeing how rattling it around, because people complained in some of the reviews I've read that the main issue is they're worried about the plastic housing. And it is. I mean, the PL Mini and like the Olight PL there, the larger one there, those Olights are made of metal, as you know. And of course, Olight is done really well. I have a few Olights. I haven't had a problem with them, but Inforce it's pretty famous. They have a lot of different options there for lights, for the weapon light category, as well as regular handheld lights as well. So what was really cool about this is paddles on both sides. We can see that, and it is a simple push button. And what's cool is you could activate it with your other hand, with your thumb. And we're going to do a whole review on this, kind of beat it up a little bit, see how she holds up. So I want to show you guys that. The other thing I was going to show you guys is this right here. So this has been in my possession for about 6 months now. All right, I have mixed feelings about it. You might have seen this case before, so you probably know what's in this. But it is the Magpul sunglasses. They were new as of like a year ago. All right, so these are the Magpul. I think they're the Terrains. Yeah, the Magpul Terrains. You can see that. All right. Now, I like them. I do. They are really good. My issue with them is going to be actually the lens coating themselves. Is actually kind of scratched there, and I don't know why, but they said on there that when I first got them, it says that they're very high quality lens coating. They're very high quality actual lenses themselves, the glass in there. So. But I think I ended up putting it in a pocket or something, or just resting on a bench or something, and it just happened to get scratched. And it's just the dumbest thing. You wouldn't think these range glasses would get scratched very easily, but everything else has been okay with them. I did have to hammer back in one of the pins that holds the arms on, so I might have to do a review on these and talk about some of the pros and cons about them. They've held up pretty well for what they are, but again, there's a scratch on it, which is kind of annoying. Not too terrible, but it's one of those things that makes it look like a speck in front of your eye if you're wearing them all day. What else can I show you guys? There's a couple of the things we have coming up. So I did pick up, I don't know if you guys, I don't think actually I've mentioned this yet, but these right here are AK-47 mags. All right, so this is the Magpul polymer one, and these are the supposedly terrible quality, I think KCI made in Korea steel mags. These made in Korea mags apparently are not very good, but I gotta tell you, I ran a few of these through the last range trip I went on, and what I did was I ran it through this right here. All right, so this right here is the new PSA. All right, AK-47. Okay, this is their GF3 model, I believe. The Gen 3, yeah, the GF3. So it's like their 3rd gen. All right, so it's got the folding stock there from Magpul. All right, so you guys have seen this before. I ended up picking one of these up a couple months ago. Been kind of testing it out here and there. So there will be a full review on it once I get some substantial rounds through it to kind of let you guys know how is it doing, how does it shoot, how is it holding up. This is actually my first AK, so I'm kind of interested to see what happens with it and how it holds up. It's an American-made AK, so I can't really complain there. I mean, I know they've had some trouble in the past with some reliability and some of the issues there, but I guess they've changed that with the forged trunnion, I think it was like trunnion, bolt carrier group, something like that. So I got to look back to kind of look at the specs and learn more about it. I mean, it is my first AK, so it is just something to really kind of think about. But this is going to be a fun review. I'm going to probably put a good 1,000 rounds through it before we even review it, just to kind of see how she's doing, take a look at the insides. So that's something that's coming up here. What else we got? Oh, yeah. So this right here is my carry rig. This is a Spider concealment carry rig for the SIG P365. All right, so it's got the 10-round magazine with the pink extension right there, as well as the 12-rounder extended magazine right there as the spare. This right here has been a great rig. I have a couple other holsters coming in that I'm going to kind of test out and then I'm going to do a holster review on the SIG P365. And that's because this thing is very popular. I mean, obviously you guys really enjoyed the review I did on it, and I mean, rightfully so. It is just an awesome concealed carry handgun, and I haven't had any issues with it whatsoever. So this has been very good. Expect to see a few more reviews on it, especially like cleaning. It needs a good cleaning. Probably do something with the holsters, like I said, outside the waistband, inside the waistband, appendix rig. Talk about the pros and cons of doing all those, especially with the cooler months coming up with fall and winter. So that'll be pretty good. Let's see, a couple more things. So this right here. This is a fun one. All right, so this one is the PSA, I want to say it's the PSA 10.5 inch, I think it's like called the MOE Enhanced Pistol Kit. All right, so you get the whole kit, everything you see except for iron sights, no red dot, and no lower, okay? But everything else you get in a simple package, like around $300 mark. So it's something we're going to have to talk about here eventually. I'm going to go ahead. I've been putting a lot of rounds through it, and it's held up great. And we're going to talk about the pros and cons on, you know, why these are such a good value and where they did cut costs, because there are inherent things where they definitely cut costs on. You can definitely tell right off the bat. But overall, it's a decent quality rifle, and there's no issues at all. Up top here is the new AT3 Tactical ARO, which stands for the, I believe it's the Adaptable Reflex Optic. So you can see it is a very, very small micro red dot right there, designed for handguns or putting on rifles, pistol caliber carbines, you name it. Very cool little red dot optic right there. Yeah, so I can't really say too much about it because I'm still testing it. You'll see a full review on it. I've already kind of went through a review part of it to film the footage on putting this together, for the most part, talking about what comes in the packaging you get, you know, with a nice FD furniture there with Magpul and the SBA3 stock right here, or the SBA3 brace. Let's see, you know what, probably a couple more things here. You know, I haven't shown this on the channel in a long time. All right, so this is my first and only SKS, actually. This is a Sino-Soviet SKS, okay? So, and I can't remember if this one has the date on it, or I had to actually look it up. I think I had to look it up from the symbols on the side here. I mean, it was beat up quite a bit. I think it was something where it was like manufactured in like the 60s, or late 50s maybe, judging by the serial number, judging by a couple of the stampings on the side here. But it is a Chinese variant, type 56 of the SKS, and what it was I picked it up, it was just shredded, like absolutely all the wood was all pulpy. You couldn't really do anything to it. Every time you shot the thing, like there was flicks of wood coming off your hand. It was really gross, even after you cleaned all the cosmoline off. It just chewed up, battle worn, but the wood was pretty much destroyed. Like, you couldn't shoot this without having it all over your hands and basically almost falling apart on you. So I went ahead and basically just had to refinish the stock. I did a whole review on that. So I went ahead and scrubbed the stock all over, and I went ahead and, yeah, just scrubbed the stock all over the place. I saw someone commented, big PSA fan. I'm beginning to become a big PSA fan too, because honestly, they've been great. I don't understand. I guess early on people were worried like the quality wasn't there because of the price point, but I think the quality is there. I got a few different PSA items in now that I'm kind of reviewing in the process of, so they've been really good. But yeah, refinished the stock head to toe. Added the original Chinese, actually get these on Amazon, the original Chinese sling, little leather strap there. I did add a little butt pad on here, not for recoil, but for the fact that this is stupid short for a length of pull. So it actually really helps with bringing that out, getting your face away from that back of the buffer there. So that's a nice little recoil there. So I'll probably go and bring this out for review again sometime. I really like it. I mean, I've had it for about 3 or 4 years now. No issues at all. But yeah, PSA, I really think, I don't know, people don't tend to like them, but again, they really are doing a good job. I think the whole motto is to build as many rifles and put them for a low cost in as many American hands as possible. And that's a good thing. I mean, it might be lower cost options, but they're bolt carrier groups. I have a I don't know if I have it out here right now, but you can see the phosphate. This one comes with a standard phosphate. You can see it right there. All right, this is a standard phosphate coated, or is it just phosphate bolt carrier group, not coated? Yeah, I do have one of the nickel coated bolt carrier groups as well, and I also have a black nitrided Toolcraft, which they do sell a lot of the Toolcraft, and they also put them in their rifles. So I have a few things from PSA. So I got the rifle, AK, a couple of bolt carrier groups. I might even do a review on a couple of those because they've held up great for the price point they are. They have been awesome. What else? What else? All right, a couple more things. So you guys have seen probably in the past on a couple of reviews I had. This is the Huntertown Arms 22 long rifle suppressor. Thing is very short, very quiet, really. I mean, for the price point, I think Huntertown Arms, unfortunately, did go out of business a couple of years ago, and what the issue I think they said they had was just the competitive market. And their cans, I mean, their 22 can was the only one I was real excited about. I looked at like the 9 can, the 45. They had a couple like the 5.56, and they were really long. They're kind of heavy. I mean, and the price point was there. They were budget cans, but I'm sure there's other problems with the company as well. But I want to show you guys that can because I picked it up before the company went bankrupt, and I picked it up and I've been running it on a Ruger 1022 Takedown, running on my Smith & Wesson 22 Compact, and also I had to pick up one more really cool thing, and that is right in this bag right here. Haven't even taken it to the range yet. Check that out. So this is a Walther PPK S in 22 long rifle. All right, so I've always liked these. They're kind of like the James Bond gun, right? But this one right here they're really affordable for what they are, built to the same exact specs as the original PPK. And there's a stainless steel version as well as the black frame version right here. I don't know how well they're going to hold up. I don't know how reliable they are. I haven't even had a chance to shoot them at all. But they say they're made in Fort Smith, Arkansas, so they must have their factory out there. What's funny is it says they're out of Fort Smith. You know, they're probably distributed out of there, but then it says over here made in Germany. So you know what? It's probably distributed out of Fort Smith, made in Germany, Carl Walther, model PPK S, caliber 22. It's cool. You got the decocker there. Double action, single action. You can see how when the hammer goes and gets decocked, you go from single to double action trigger. I'm not going to pull it because you're not supposed to pull the 22s like this, but that trigger right there is very long and very heavy for the double action, and you can probably tell when you do cock it, the single action is much shorter and much crisper. But that double action, you can just tell just by like squeezing a little bit without it breaking. Oh, boy, there you go, broke. It's fine. Just don't dry fire 22s that often. You can actually kind of feel, though, just by squeezing a little bit, that it is a stupid heavy trigger. I mean, think about the CZ Scorpion trigger before you do any spring work on it. If you have that trigger and think about it being even worse than that, I mean, you're looking at like a 14-pound trigger probably. In fact, I tried to weight on my scale. It only goes to 8, and there's no way it would ever touch the way the scale was. So it was definitely high above 10, probably closer to like 14. And I think I rang up the CZ Scorpion when I first got it at like 11 or something like that. I think I got like, yeah, I think it was 11 because I was using a different scale, one of my buddy's scales, and that's where we ran it at. It's like 11. So, and that's why this is heavier. So we'll see how well it shoots with a 22. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can show you guys. I think, you know, that might wrap up here. We've been going for about 30 minutes now. You know, if you guys want to see more of these, you know, comment on the video, hit like on the page. I mean, I'll go ahead and show you guys a little bit more sneak peeks on what's going on We can start doing more monthly live chats. I'll probably figure out if there is any video quality issues. I'll have to check it. Like I said, there's some weird hoops you got to jump through for live. It's totally different than uploading videos to YouTube normally. So, but anyways, yeah, definitely. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Comment below when this does go, when it's posted. The recorded version, at least, is posted on there. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. So, well, stay safe, guys. Keep training, and I'll see you in the next review.